Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Listen, I just recorded this video. It was rough. It really was. I hate that geo thing with the shield. It is such a pain. I died to it so many times, and it was super, super frustrating. So I was like, what better way to kind of just chill out now than to do some hangouts? I have a ton of them I still need to do, and some of them look really good, so maybe I'll record more of these in the future. But a friend recommended Gorou's. They said it was super, super funny, and I'm like, I could use that right now. That would be very nice. So I decided we're gonna play it, and why not record it? I'm excited. I hear very good things about this. Lynette's seems like that would be good too. So if you guys like this and you want to see more of the actual Hangout kind of playthroughs, let me know. I'll do more, and then I guess indirectly you'll also be able to see what endings, how to get to each ending, and kind of pick what resources you want. Talk to Gorou. I'm excited. I'm not like the biggest fan of him, but like he seems cool. Oh, and as always, we got the energy drink. I swear, in every video I have an energy drink, and it is what it is. Hopefully, we can get free energy drinks.
I really can't recommend that store.
Oh, Miko's in it.
enough.
This is gonna be the
A
best.
couple more visits, and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth.
Ooh.
A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care. Don't you agree?
Wait, is this where this all started? Because I see all the time people are shipping Miko and Gorou, and I could never understand it. Like, Miko is like Dami Mommy, like, to a point where it's like, kind of annoying, but she's a little too mean. But like at the same time, like rightfully so. But then I see them like shipping her with Gorou. I'm like, how? Like, where did this happen? This makes no sense. Is this the quest where that kind of made people be like, oh, those two?
No need.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Interested in that kind of thing.
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
Yo, she does have a thing for him. Like a weird, like, I don't know what this is.
How do you know?
Gorou, bro, don't out yourself like that.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why? Because you are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Dude, Miko's gonna eat this guy up and just spit him out. Like, he doesn't stand a chance with her. She's built different, and he's too innocent and nice.
I'm trapped. How do I get out of this?
Yeah, don't
It's
bully
you.
him.
Oh, thank goodness. Please save me.
Oh, buddy, you're dead. She's got her eyes on you. It's over.
Oh, and how is my favorite little one doing, I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails. Gorou has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
Okay. There's so many things here. What's up with that? And just still a glance, I mean.
Hey, not you too.
Gorou, now do you understand how appealing your tail is?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously.
So if we want a chance with Yay Miko, do we just need a tail? Is that what this is kind of telling us? Because, I mean, we can probably buy one.
We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
I'll take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All right, I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make the most of your trip here, won't you? Quite a lot has changed. I wish you both a fun-filled time on Narukami Island.
Am I, like, dumb?
There was
I am.
definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something?
Yeah, you're just figuring that out. do they always have the voice actors kind of talk in the Hangouts? I always thought that they didn't, which is why I never really did them. Or did I have my dialogue volume down the entire time I've done Hangouts, like just coincidentally? Or is like this just a special Hangout where they decided to have the voices? Because if there's the actual voice actors like voicing the Hangouts, then I gotta do so many more of them, and I'm such an idiot for having the dialogue volume off. Sometimes I turn it off for recording, so that's really gonna suck if that's the case.
Sorry that you had to see that. The real reason I'm here at Yae Publishing House is to buy some books for Her Excellency. Since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the shogunate, we've had much closer contact than we did before. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the shogunate. I hadn't counted on running into her.
Well, I mean, Miko kind of rules it, to be honest.
I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used. I've never
No
been
one
good
does.
at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating. I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine.
Bro, she's got you beat on every battlefront. I mean, there's no way you take her in public, in normal, in the battlefield. I mean, she conquers. She's a conqueror. And a cougar. Neither of these are going to work. If you ignore her, she's going to track you down. If you overcome your weakness, she'll find a new one.
Really? To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd be very disappointed. So, I have to
They'd
overcome
be
it.
jealous.
For their sake.
I am.
As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yae Miko again. First things first, though.
Famous last words.
Do you have any ideas on where to begin? I see. So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you. If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future. Good plan. Let's see. Where should we start?
This is gonna be easy, yo. Traveler, dude, have the booba hang out a little bit and then just start stomping on people. Just stare at them with that death glare. They're like, I'm just better than you. We got this.
Now that you mention it, I remember I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to them, and I don't quite know what happened, but I ended up buying a lot of things. I think we can give it a try.
Oh, I wanted to
There's an
pretend to be
island
Miko.
called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there? I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
Yo, we got this. We're gonna get our boy right.
So this is Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman.
Oh, this is definitely it.
Hi, so, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets. So, 10? Okay, I'll settle the check right away. The price seems pretty cheap to me, in which case, no need to haggle, right? I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive?
Yo, is this guy in charge of the finances? How'd he just tack on a zero and he's like, oh, that seems alright, I guess, still.
I'm sorry. In the past, Her Excellency has always handled procurement of military supplies.
Obviously, dude, Dory would rip this guy to shreds. Oh my god.
I don't know the specific prices of these items, so I never really know how to respond. This won't get us anywhere. I have to haggle to give you the chance to use your wily tricks on me. What do we do now? Something I'm more interested? Maybe, cake?
Oh, if Genshin has anything, it's got a cake.
That's so expensive. I know what a fair price is when it comes to cake.
What would Miko say?
Wait a sec. If
lure him
you
into
think
a
about
trap
this from
first.
another angle, a cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better than a regular cake.
How's this guy leading an army?
Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Like, what?
there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
Wait, how much does the cake cost in Fontaine? That green cake. You only make, what, one a day? And it's only like 8 slices? I feel like it's more like 12. I don't know. But there's only a certain amount of slices per day. How much does that cost?
What a shame. I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly? Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the wild is in order. Let's go give it a try.
Why do I have to change environments? Why can't we just stay here and do it? I swear, he really is a dog. Making Her Excellency run like this. What is the matter with him? Here we go.
I've dealt with Fatui before, but I always end up against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow, I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
Are we still being mean to him, or are we being nice? We'll be nice.
Really? That's very kind. But still, I think that I should aim to look more muscular than my subordinates at the very least. I know that people's trust in me has nothing to do with my size, but if I were taller and bulkier, they'd be able to identify me from behind more easily when charging into battle.
I think you're pretty identifiable in a battle.
That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as I was on the field, they'd be able to follow me. But enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time? What? I smell danger! Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you! It wasn't my imagination! They really are here!
Do I get to use him? Oh, sweet.
There you are, eavesdropper. Ring cutting. Adventure time.
Hey, what does he use?
Advance!
Oh, no.
You need to hurry up! This one's well done!
Just burst.
Rally!
Alright.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh? That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options? What do you mean?
Yes! Now we get to imitate Miko!
Isn't this moving? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things, and cautions against trying to advance too quickly. To clarify, it's not that I'm scared. It's just that I don't... I guess you're right.
Step on
Thanks
him.
for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this. Let's do it! Time for a make-or-break training
Huh? Oh my god, we're going somewhere else? Dude, put this guy on a leash.
And we're back. Don't worry, my head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the General of the Resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your... So bring it on! This feels like... Yes, it definitely... no. It's not that you do a bad impression of her. More like... something is missing.
Dude, it's this stare. It's the
I
eyes.
finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is Her knowing smile and her piercing
Yup.
gaze.
Dude, it's like she looks at you like you're a snack. Like she's just waiting. It's like a cat looking at a mouse, just like, oh, how adorable. I'm gonna eat you. That's what it is, dude. We don't have the mommy eyes. Sorry,
It just
Gorou. If I
makes
had
me
it,
feel like
be
all
a
my
lot easier
secrets
of a
have
game.
nowhere to hide. Like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place.
Could we beat him up and rob him? Then he wouldn't trust us, and this would be a lot easier. And I kind of need the Mora.
Even when you're imitating the way she speaks, I don't feel afraid. Because we fought side by side in the past, and I know I don't have to have my guard up around you. But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine, as much as it pains me to do so. The thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating. Are you serious? I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. All right. The next step is to find somewhere nice. This is so good. It's seen as a luxury item in the ranks of the Resistance. We have special meals on occasion, but even then, it usually means meat and wine, not dessert. So, thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But, as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint. Wow,
I thought we were toughening him up. Why are we being nice to him now? I like being nice to my man Gorou, but like, we're trying to save him from these crazy women. He's not used to them psychopathic women. It's a certain level of finesse. Alright, so that is, I guess, the first one. Is there no endings? I thought the endings kind of correlate. Or did we just get the first one? Oh no, that's sick. Where do we go from there, though? Okay, so this split off here. Oh, you can zoom out? That makes it easy. I played how many of these and I didn't know that? Okay, we'll start here. Please. Nope, just the dog. Damn it.
there was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the... Sorry that you had to see that. The real since Watatsumi Island signed a peace treaty with the I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area... I've never been good at dealing
guys. We've
with
already
people
been through
like
this. Let's just skip
Wait,
it a
I
little
could probably
bit.
deal with her in battle? You're right. I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before. In any battle, you need to think about how to avoid your shortcomings. As long as I don't come into contact with Yaemiko, everything should be fine.
I feel like this is gonna be the worst one. Like, you don't ignore... Like... you can't ignore her. It's gonna be so bad. Because now it's like, it's a hunt to her now. Before, it's just playing with her food. Now it's, okay, now the hunt's on, and it's just gonna be brutal.
Okay, whatever you think's best. Actually, there's something else I have to sort out while I'm on Narukami Island. Back when we were fighting the Shogun's army at Nazuchi Beach, I had a box with me that contained some very important items. The odds were stacked against us that day, and the resistance was forced to retreat. I had to abandon the box, but I managed to quickly bury it first. I went back to collect it on this trip, but it turned out someone had already dug it up. So I asked around the area, and the locals said that apparently that box is very important to me. I have to get it back from the Adventurers Guild. Would you mind coming along? Thank you so much.
Yay, Miko has
Let's
it,
head right
doesn't she?
over. Time.
I'm telling you, our girl Raiden, she just stays in her room. Like, I love a shut-in, you know, same, but like, Yay Miko runs this town. So if the Adventurers have it, then she has it. And she's gonna make him do tricks for his box back.
I'm afraid that will be a little difficult.
See?
Don't
Why? What
worry.
happened?
The item you are looking for is safe and sound. However, I'm unable to return it to you at present.
Okay, tell us Miko has it.
The reason being, it is connected to a case involving the treasure hoarders, which is still under investigation.
That's strange. I buried that box there.
Allow me to explain. Not long ago, we received a commission concerning a theft by treasure hoarders at Komore Tea House. The adventurer who accepted the commission followed their trail and heard that they had buried the treasure at Nazuchi Beach. But when we went to dig up the stolen items, we found many other things buried there along with them. As such, we cannot ascertain which of the items have to do with the treasure hoarders at this stage. For now, all we can do is hold all related items at the Adventurers Guild until such a time as we have caught the group of
I see. I never expected that other people would be burying things in the same place. Well, since these are the rules, I won't press you for it. But might I ask how the investigation is coming along?
This is where the difficulty arises. To date, we have still not been able to locate the hiding place of the treasure hoarders.
So there's no knowing when this will be resolved. Maybe I could help. I could find the treasure hoarders for you, and once you confirm everything is in order, you'll be able to return my box to me. It's very important to me, so the sooner I get it back, the better.
That is perfectly acceptable. However,
MVP.
many adventurers have investigated this case recently. They have searched far and wide, but their efforts have been fruitless. If the two of you are still interested in taking the case, you may have to devise an original approach.
Yes, it seems like the only sensible place to start. With any luck, we might be able to find some clues there. Well, actually, since it's come up, what's the Komore Tea House like? Hot pot? So they call it a tea house despite the fact that it is obviously a hot pot restaurant? Anyway, let's go take a look.
Could have sworn Miko was gonna have it.
Are you here to investigate the recent theft as well? We're grateful for the assistance. However, I'm afraid I don't have any more clues. It was Tarumaru's #2 reserve fund that they stole. They struck late at night while there was no one in the surrounding area, so they could slip in unnoticed. By the time we realized, it was too late. They left enough clues for us to retrieve the box, but we found no trace of the group of treasure hoarders who I've asked around many times, and there were no eyewitnesses at all. We're definitely dealing with experienced crooks here. Oh, Tarumaru, what are you doing out here? How strange. I don't know what's gotten into Tarumaru today.
He says he knows where the treasure hoarders are hiding. How can I describe it? It's like listening to a regional dialect. A lot of it goes over my head, but I can still get the general gist. Anyway, he says he was there at the scene of the crime. The treasure hoarders didn't see Tarumaru as a threat, so he stayed and listened in on their whole Since there were so many of them and they were armed, Tarumaru didn't dare to bark loudly. So we just had to let them go.
Oh, no one, poor boy. He's been acting more anxious than usual lately, and is always looking outside. And
Yes, that does sound like quite a predicament. Okay, I think I understand now. Tarumaru says he heard the treasure hoarders conspiring to hide out at the beach directly below Tenchukaku. No one usually thinks to look there, and it's become something of a safe haven for treasure hoarders. He also mentioned that there were a gang of 5 people. The leader's name is Kosuke, and the second in command is called Yasuhisa. The leader's scent indicated he was probably from the Narukami Island area, while the 2 newcomers in the team were more likely from somewhere else. Thank you, Tarumaru. It must have been hard for you, knowing the details of the crime but not being able to communicate. Don't you worry. We'll take care of everything from here. We will definitely get you. Let's go there in person. We might not have any troops with us, but between the 2 of us, we should be able to deal with a handful of petty thieves.
I love how that's just like the general gist of like what the dog said. Like, how do you get that much information? Don't be embarrassed, bud. You speak the language. Let's be honest. Being able to talk to dogs would be like the greatest thing ever. Alright. Oh, they're in this cave thing?
Shh. I think we're getting close. There's danger in the air. And something doesn't smell right. Be careful.
Bulbasaur. And now he dies.
This is bizarre. How would anyone think to look here?
Boss, didn't you say that the most dangerous place is the safest place to hide?
Yeah? And I still maintain that I'm right in principle. Think how many days we've been here. No one else has come looking for us, have they? Can't believe we got caught. Just when the whole thing had nearly blown over. Hey, kid. Who the heck are you guys?
We shouldn't waste any more time on these people. Life is tough in the Resistance, but none of our troops would ever think about laying a hand on the innocent civilians under their rule. You have things so much better here, and this is how you choose to live your life? We should turn them over to the Adventurers Guild right away. Once their identities are confirmed, they'll get the punishment they deserve.
Please, show a little mercy. We'll give you half of everything we've saved up over the years. If you're willing to turn a blind eye on this, anything's up for negotiation.
That's enough! Tie them up and take them away. Oh, come to think of it, this is not a military camp, so there's no need for me to be. But thieves still have to be punished. Let's.
I mean, if he could act that way around Miko, he'd be fine. I think. I hope.
I am pleased to confirm that these are indeed the individuals who stole from Komori Tea House. I didn't expect you to catch them so quickly, especially with no new leads to explore. In accordance with the rules, now that we have procured an oral confession from the treasure hoarders and verified the list of stolen items, we can now return the box to you. Here, please take.
Thank goodness. Well, let me think. The contents of the box don't belong here.
I swear his logic doesn't make any sense. Let's just travel 3 islands over to just open a box just to make sure the right stuff's in there. Oh, we about to find Kokomi and hang out with her. Haven't seen Kokomi in a minute. Yeah, no, we're not. Thought her office was this way.
One, two, three. Some personal items that once belonged to the troops under my command. Water bottles, towels, knee guards. Just everyday items, but each one bears the handwritten name of its former owner. These were the only things those soldiers had for their families to remember them by. We all knew going into that battle that the odds of survival were slim. Many of the soldiers came to me and said they wanted to leave something behind as a keepsake for their loved ones. You see, their swords and polearms broke in battle. Their damaged armor wouldn't have been easy to carry. And many of them couldn't write very well, so they couldn't even leave a letter. In the end, all they could leave to their families were these ordinary items. Artifacts of their daily lives.
I was told this quest was funny, not depressing. What the hell is
soldiers
this?
trusted me.
That's so
but
sad.
I failed to lead them to victory that day. Then they trusted me with these. And instead of honoring their last wishes right away, I had to hastily bury them in the sand.
Yo, you know what this reminds me of? If you know, you know. Listen, anime, 86. He reminds me of Reaper. How Reaper would take pieces of their, like, I forget what they were called that they were fighting in, but whenever they died, he cut a piece of their machine off and write their name on it and keep it on a box to kind of remember them all. Reminds me of that, except Reaper's a badass and Gorou is kind of being bullied by a bunch of girls.
Every time something like this happens,
same thing.
I tell myself that by the next time I'm faced with the same situation, I have to be stronger.
If you've seen 86, let me know in the comments down below. Awesome anime. So good.
Yeah. But right now, let me just mourn them for a little while longer.
Oh, buddy. Now's the time to get him some cake. Alright. Next one. Are these in order? Yeah, so there's no endings that are connected to these, I don't think. It's just... Alright, just kind of getting them. Alright. I do not know how we're going to be able to do this. Okay, so this is going to be 3, 4... Alright. That was sad, but I'm glad he got the box back. I'm glad we stayed with him.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Sorry that you had to see. Since Watatsu, I also wanted to come and see what I've never been. I could probably.
I think it's still this one.
You're right. I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before. In any battle, you need.
Yep, it's this one.
Really? Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yaoi Publishing House. They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them.
That's perfect. This guy's leading an army, and then also responding to magazine
I'm not quite
entries
sure why they
of
chose
problems.
me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that. Yae Miko just handed me the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yae Publishing House.
Ooh, I get to pick the responses. I should not be able to do that. I'm going to give horrible advice on purpose. Let's just have chaos. I'm a ride in Maine for a reason.
Huh. This place looks nice and quiet. Why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, the sooner we can go do something else. I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yae Publishing House later.
I hope we do.
Anyway, the writing could take me some time. The questions I receive are often so strange that I have to think long and hard about how to best answer them.
Okay, so I think an ending 3 and an ending 4 is going to be right here. So probably going to have to do this twice, but for now, I'll stay and keep them company.
Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective.
So am I.
Let me
I
see
can't wait.
here. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a lovely voice.
Beat him up. Assert dominance. Be the new good-looking guy.
When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise. What's your take?
It's taking every fiber of my being to not pick the wrong answers on purpose. Is she falling in love? See, listen, we can't say that she's falling in love. We have no evidence of that. She could want to kill him. That's what it could be. She's getting excited because she's like, oh my god, good-looking guy, I love to kill this kind of people. She could be a serial killer. This could be a crime that we need to commit and bring her to justice. So, is she falling ill, like mentally ill? Is she falling in love? Honestly, is there a difference? Since Gorou is the man who's doing this, I think that we should sabotage him.
I think so too. Many soldiers have developed similar symptoms in the past when we march in the rain. It's easy to catch a cold in wet weather.
Yep.
I've taken care of ill soldiers personally in the past, so I know this problem well. I'll reply, the temperature has dropped recently, and it's likely you've caught a cold. Taking medicine will be an important part of your recovery, but don't overlook the importance of keeping warm and getting plenty of rest too. I think that should do it. Come on, let's read the next letter.
We're
My
so good at
neighbor
this.
is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions.
Easy. If you were to get money back from somebody, you obviously have to take them hostage and then ask for ransom from the family.
He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. It's like when conflict arises between generals in the army. The proper policy is to resolve it without delay.
I agree.
The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense?
Alright, we'll be nice with this one, yeah.
Okay, so let's reply along those lines. Let me think.
It's like the kidnapping idea.
How about this? It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending them money. Right now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk. Okay, and we are done with that letter. The next one seems longer. Hello, I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm a soldier.
Sweet, there's still more.
So, this is from one of my troops? Most likely. But I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yae Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt Decree, and my anger drove me to join the resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them.
Is someone in love with Gorou? Please tell me.
Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end,
advice.
I've remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings.
Genshin, drop the ball here. I mean, having this note be like someone asking for advice because they're in love with Gorou would have just been the best. It would have been great. This hometown stuff, come on.
How should I reply to him?
Why can't we help him?
Let me think. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave.
Why, he's so greedy.
But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt Decree?
Exactly.
I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit. That should do it.
Oh, buddy.
I
wanted
be
him to be
okay.
in love with you too.
Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters.
I think we did good. I'd hire me.
Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time. Let's go and deliver them to the Yae Publishing House, shall we?
Oh my god, these two guys. I feel like I'm best friends with these guys because I had to do that daily commission for them like 900 times before I can get the quest unlocked and do that. So, oh my god, I don't know if I love you guys, if we're best friends, or if I just want to push you over the railing.
Interesting for the protagonist to discover their abilities.
Love-hate with them.
Great. That's all the replies for this round accounted for. Thank you for all your hard work, Miss Mr. Gorou.
Huh?
Think nothing of it. I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can. Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me? I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways.
Because Kazuha ditches everybody. Like, respect, I'm gonna wish for him when he reruns it, like, next week. But, like, Kazuha just, like, jumps on a boat and he's like, I'm out of here, peace. Like, he's just done.
But...
like, relatable,
maybe I'm scared
but...
he might be wrong. People can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I meet my comrade, who fought so bravely alongside me, there will already be some distance between us. Great! Then let's head off whenever you're ready.
I like how we're just stalking somebody now.
General Gorou, and Captain of Swordfish too.
Thank you.
General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
We're here to find Gorou's soulmate.
Certainly, General Gorou. Anything you want to discuss, we'll share whatever we know. But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so we don't have a whole lot of interesting stories.
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
To be honest, we're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest, and besides, everyone's vacations come at different times.
Yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd talk about.
So that's really how it goes, huh? I know. It's okay. It just seems...
You know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger.
Yeah. Start a war.
Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can...
We're your troops, General Gorou. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. If you say the word, we will all pick up our weapons again at a moment's notice. Long live the resistance!
Yes, that's the way it should be. Long live the resistance. I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard. Regarding everything else, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Ah, General Gorou, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you. He's been waiting at the camp for a long time, but never saw you return. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's not waiting there in vain.
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come with me. Let's head to the camp.
Yeah, Gorou thought this guy was gonna leave without saying goodbye. That's a lie. Obviously they're gonna say
Denjiro is
goodbye.
right.
They love him.
No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
General Gorou, I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir.
It's okay.
I know this may seem very abrupt, and
It's
in
not.
fact,
We
I've
told you
only
you
just
could.
made the decision.
It's all right.
Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt decree.
We already know we read
and
your note.
so much disappointment in Narukami Island for supporting it. Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally
Who's
able
Miss
to find the
Hina?
courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
Yeah, who the fuck's Miss Hina? I love how, like, I'm saying stuff and then it comes up as an option. That's, like, the best. Thank you, Genshin. Thank you.
Miss Hina? Who's that?
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her.
Is Gorou Miss Hina?
I
Because the
approve
dude at the
your
bookstore
application
called
to
him,
leave
huh?
the Resistance.
General Gorou,
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again.
Well, maybe.
If you ever
never
have
know.
the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just no matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General.
This one's kind of long.
I'll take my leave then. Take care of yourself, General Gorou.
Take care. That was, or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face. Just like this.
You look pissed. Alright. That was interesting. Two more. Whoops. Oh, give me that crap. Oh yeah, this is where we go to the publishing house. Maybe to run into Miko. Who knows? Who knows? Gorou, come on. Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Huh. Why don't we write the replies here? I just hope I don't. Anyway. You want to? Yeah, that works. This way, if Yae Miko's lying in wait for me there, I can avoid her.
I'll take the bullet for you, buddy. I'll distract her.
But stay sharp, okay?
Oh, I will.
She's a force to be reckoned with. You must be sure to tread carefully. If you spot her, get yourselves back here right away, and we'll run for our lives. I mean, we'll make a strategic retreat.
See, Gorou, that's the attitude, though, that she loves to prey on. Like, you can't do that, because she loves to torment. So, if you show weakness, she'll, like, come for your throat, dude. She is a fox. And so... What's up, boys?
All right, everyone, settle down. We are gathered here today, united by a
Miss
common
Hina fan club
purpose.
member?
Now, who can tell me what they think that might be? Well, of course it's to tell the whole world about how wonderful Miss Hina
so
is.
Gorou's Miss Hina, but like, why did he choose like that as his alias?
An excellent answer.
Why not just be anonymous?
How gentle she is, how understanding she is, how delightfully mischievous she can be, on occasion. We can all
Gorou
testify
pulls.
to the great joy that Miss Hina has brought to our lives. But my friends, there are so many people out there in this world who still need Miss Hina's salvation. We can help by spreading the good news about Miss Hina to every soul in the world.
My friend, do you have a moment to talk about Miss Hina?
Dude, did he start a cult? He went from a general to a god.
Friends, I found one!
Oh, no.
Someone needs our help!
Yo, listen. Miko I'm not scared of. Miko I'm like, alright, like what's up? I'm terrified of this. Dude,
Calm
run.
your voice down. We don't want to scare him off.
Too late. You guys are psychos.
Hello, my friend. On this joyous day, we would like to open our hearts to you and tell you about the existence of a perfect being.
Dude, this is worse than people trying to call me and ask me about my car's extended warranty. Like, this is so much worse. So much worse.
She is
No.
gentle, kind, understanding. She is the brightest star in our sky. Here, have this pamphlet.
So, what do you think?
Hey, that's Big Sister. Gentle and kind, she answers all your questions, you hope. Now I'm glad we messed with those entries. Yeah, what is this?
Oh, my apologies. In my excitement, I forgot. Have you ever come across a magazine called That's Life? It's a monthly magazine featuring, amongst other things, an advice column. We were among the first readers to send in letters seeking advice, and we've received kind and gentle replies to each one. Although the editor chose to conceal her name, gender, and other details, we all see her as an emphatic older sister figure and feel convinced that she must be the same sort of person in real life.
Oh my god. Wait, so they created Miss Hina? Is that why Miss Hina exists? It was just Gorou being anonymous? And they're like, okay, we're gonna just create this deity that we're all gonna
There's
worship and
no
create a cult
mistaking it.
around?
Just from her letters, I can feel that she respects me, trusts me. She has a natural ability to connect with people. She's so considerate. She can always sense our true emotions from our letters and never fails to deliver the advice and the encouragement we need. Except when it comes to the topic of romantic love. She's clearly not an expert there. But even then, that just makes her all the more endearing to us.
Recently, the column went through a low period where it just wasn't popular at all. In fact, they almost axed it.
Should've.
Fortunately, Yae Publishing House made the decision to publicize her image, and then the column finally started to grow in popularity.
That's right! Miss Hina is the person in charge of That's Life magazine's advice column. She is the one we all admire and adore so greatly. And so, when we heard that Yae Publishing House would be revealing the official likeness of Miss Hina today, we immediately came here from wherever we were, all over the nation, to gather together and to witness this grand moment in history. Please, gaze upon the radiant beauty of Miss Hina. See how truly lovely she is.
Please, please, Miko, dress Gorou up to look like Miss Hina. I am begging you. Genshin, if we can have one thing, please have it be this. This is exactly why I love Miko. This is why I love her. She's sadistic, but like in the best way. Is she down on me? Of course, of course. So I admire her. I worship her for that. But I feel like I'd be best friends with her, but she is like sadistic. But like in the best way possible. Just loves the little things that just torment people. Yo, can we put that flyer up on in our teapot? Because if we can, I mean, that's hung up on every wall. It's going right on the fridge. Oh my god, Gorou, we're dressing you up. I don't care what I have to do to make this happen. We're making you a goddess. This is gonna be amazing. Please,
Oh, hey,
please, please,
there you
please,
are.
please.
Is, you know who at Yae Publishing House? Whew, that's good. I
Please.
just finished writing my replies, so I was about to head to Yae Publishing House and hand them in. Why? I guess it's because I can help people this way. Also, the editor said to me, this is something that only you are capable of. They made quite a solemn request when they first approached me, so I felt like I couldn't refuse it. But once I'd settled into it, I found myself really enjoying it. Before I knew it, I had written hundreds of replies, and sometimes they'd respond again just to thank me. It made me so happy whenever they'd compliment me. Every time I think about that terrifying woman, I feel like I want nothing to do with Yae Publishing House. But then, whenever I think about how my replies can help so many people, I feel a sense of responsibility. By this point, I'm so used to it that I'd probably find it hard to adjust if I ever gave it up.
For now. We need to dress him up.
Well, I don't quite know what's going on, but I'd like to get these letters delivered quickly. Well, I'm really looking forward to the readers' reactions when they receive my letters. In the army, people are always a little reserved when talking to me because but those obstacles are removed when you're communicating via letters. Everyone who writes seems to treat me like that one friend who they can share anything and everything with. So I'm not about to let them down. Let's head over.
Don't let them down.
But Yae Publishing House isn't far from here, if I remember correctly. Besides, this way, if, you know who does show...
Please, let's just kidnap him. Let's kidnap him. Let's not give him a choice. Because you know he's gonna run away. He's gonna be kicking and screaming. Let's just tranquilize him, dress him up, and then just throw him out in front of the cult. Let them have their way with him. Tear them apart. Their deity.
It seems
their goddess.
unusually lively here today. I don't come here often. Is it like this most of the time? Hey, there seems to be some commotion over there.
Allow me to reiterate, my friends. We in the Miss Hina fan club must abide by the club rule. Firstly, we mustn't try and probe into Miss Hina's true identity. We of all people cannot cause her any trouble. Secondly, fans of Miss Hina are not to make any controversial statements when representing the fan club. We must exercise self-discipline and present a good image in front of other people. Thirdly, while our mission is to promote Miss Hina in every way possible, if someone we're talking to says they're not interested, we are to respect that and not go forcing it down their throats.
I said I wasn't interested and you forced it down my throat, you liar.
And finally, we are here today because Miss Hina has brought us together, but we are also here to change ourselves for the better, for her sake. Yes, we can!
Always make her proud and never bring her down.
Oh, so this is what they call a fan... I don't know whose fan club it is, but they are raring to go. Reminds me of the rallying speeches we used to give before... Something's up, isn't it? I can tell. You're avoiding my gaze. Did something happen?
Excuse me, friend. Something about you looks awfully similar to Miss Hina. I see. Well, one way or another, fate has brought you here.
Sorry,
Well, now's as good a time as any for you to find out more. Miss Hina is gentle, kind, and considerate. You can tell her anything that is bothering you, and she will patiently advise you on how to deal with it.
Oh, well, she sounds like a very pleasant person to be around.
Yeah, she's alright.
She must be the polar opposite of Yae Miko, right?
But he's the spitting image of Miss Hina. I wonder if they're blood relatives.
This is stupid. Come on, Genshin. Why couldn't we just dress him up?
Shh! Have you forgotten? We may...
At least let's take a photo with them.
Friend, may we take a photo with you?
No.
We borrowed a camera specifically to witness the official unveiling of Miss Hina's image today.
Is the image like the flyer, or are we dressing Gorou up and sending his pretty ass out there?
Sure. Why do they want to take a picture with me? All right, sure.
Genshin, please.
That should do it. Right. I should really be heading to the Yae Publishing House to hand in those letters now.
Make way, everyone. The Miss Hina billboard is here. Please, make some space. Coming through.
Hey, everybody! It's the real Miss Hina!
Miss Hina!
Now I'm curious, too. Let's go over and take a look. Huh? Why? What's the problem? Really? Then we can't stay. As curious as I am to see what all the fuss is about, it'll have to wait until next time. So please join me again the next time I'm delivering letters.
No. This is the end? Genshin, you dropped the ball, man. You dropped the ball. Could've just dressed him up. Would've been a lot of fun. Just threw him to the piranhas. Alright, let's Let's do the last one. This is stupid. I'm not a fan of this quest anymore. It was alright. It was alright. Definitely a lot of room for it to be better. You know, giving him a soulmate in his army, dressing him up like a girl. But,
there was definitely something strange about the way she looked, and sorry that you had to see that. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what things are like. I've never been. I could probably.
So, is it this one now? Do we miss something over here?
To be honest, this is something that. So, as soon as I've worked through. First. Good plan. Start by studying some theory, address the fear at its root, and then I'll have nothing to be afraid of. But where would I go to learn about this? I wouldn't know anyone on Narukami Island. Oh, let's go back to Watatsumi Island and ask around there. Whew. I feel more at ease on Watatsumi Island. I had an idea on the way. Many of my army comrades are older than me, and I'm sure that handling this kind of situation must be second nature to them by now. So I thought we could go ask them for advice. But I can't just go to them and say, hey, I'm no good at this. So instead, I'm going to go with a cover story. That I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, yeah, because that's not, like, what everyone does, and, like, the most basic thing, and you're never asking for a friend. You're so slick, Gorou. You're so slick.
I see. So, you're saying that your friend, sorry, is having some trouble with a certain someone who has an intense personality?
Yes. So, I'm here on my friend's behalf to ask you for advice on a coping strategy.
Coping strategy?
Based on my experience, the easiest way to deal with people like that is just go through the motions.
Yeah, she'll get bored.
Well, you see, General Gorou, General Gorou's friend, I mean, always listens intently when other people are talking, and takes them very seriously. No matter who the other person is, General Gorou's friend treats them all equally. Which, don't get me wrong, is something I admire very much.
Yo, what's up with this guy's voice?
But the other side of the coin is that it makes General Gorou's friend very susceptible to falling for the other party's verbal traps and being led by the nose. Now, if something like that is bothering you, your best bet is simply to not give the other party your full, undivided attention. Don't hang on their every word, and when they ask a difficult question, just gloss over it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. So that's how it's done.
Well, it's something to try. Whether it'll actually work in this case is a different question. Going through the motions is a skill that everyone has to get the hang of as they get older. I'm guessing General Gorou's friend is on the younger side.
Yeah. About Gorou's age.
Well,
crazy.
On my friend's behalf, thank you.
Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I heard that Miwa from Sangonomiya Shrine is also in the area. Why don't you ask her for advice, too? She's supposed to be good with interpersonal stuff. It can't hurt to get another perspective.
Makes sense. All right, let's see what Miwa has to say. Most people who wish to have an audience with Her Excellency usually start by presenting their name cards and official documents to Miwa, who then passes them along. So I'm sure Miwa has lots of experience dealing with all...
General Gorou, and the captain of Swordfish too. What are you doing here?
We wanted to ask you about something.
For Gorou's friend. We have to be clear on that.
I see. So General Gorou's friend
yes.
wants to overcome his weakness.
Yep.
That's right. Do you have any advice?
For your friend. Let's make sure we're crystal clear on this.
Let me think. My advice would be to hide what you are really thinking.
Dude, this guy can't hide anything. He wears his emotions on his sleeve.
Cast your minds back. Why do you think Yae Miko was able to tease General Gorou's friend? And not the other way around. It's because she always has that same smile on her face. So no one ever knows what she's really thinking. She's already won the battle, right from the start. If General Gorou's friend wants to go head-on with her, he must at least learn to do as she does, to conceal the workings of his mind.
You make so much sense. So what you're saying is, my friend just needs to keep his cool, and she won't have the chance to take advantage of him.
could we just mean we're gonna tease Miko back and kind of try to get her like off her game? Because that would be sick.
Exactly. Many things look complicated on the surface, but often, all it comes down to is who loses their cool first.
Wonderful. You have my gratitude.
Pretty much stop playing
I'm sure
defense,
with your
play
approach,
offense.
that friend of mine will be able to overcome his weakness.
Then I wish General Gorou's friend a
Thank
great
you.
victory.
Well, I'm slowly starting to gain confidence.
No, your friend is.
Oh, I suddenly remembered. Her Excellency updated her general operational directives recently. Who knows? There may be some useful suggestions in there too. Let's go take a look, just to be thorough.
We get to go see Kokumi?
Her Excellency handed me the general operational directives in 3 parts, and I think this is where I placed them. Let's see. Deployment and mobilization, logistics,
Oh my god.
conflict,
Gorou.
how to avoid awkward social situations. Well, that's Her Excellency for you. She thinks of everything, doesn't she?
She knows you.
Socializing is as important as a decisive battle. Know yourself and your enemy. Boy, if even Her Excellency treats this so seriously, then we'd really better be careful. What I take from this is it's not enough just to learn some general countermeasures. We need specific knowledge of Yae Miko's individual weaknesses to achieve ultimate victory.
That's not hard. I mean, listen, she always plays offense, so you have to knock her off her game and get her to lose her cool, and then it's just a spiral from there. It's an easy dub. Also, she's Raiden's pet. I mean, anything to do with Raiden can throw her off her game.
But how do we figure her out? Yae Publishing House. Since she goes there often, perhaps we can find some telling details about her there.
No, they are all her puppets.
Let's go and investigate.
We have to go to Raiden herself. Raiden's gonna know the answers to taking this lady down. Is the only person who rivals Miko and can consistently win. Everyone else is just pawns, just snacks that are crumbs.
Ah, greetings. Here to buy some books? We just got a new batch of light novels in. Oh, these ones are all the rage at the moment. I must say that Lady Guji has a keen eye for a good book. Almost everyone she picks is a bestseller. Apparently, the rumor goes that if you can impress Lady Guji with your writing, you're just one small step away from becoming, yes. Well, first we screen all manuscripts, filter out the bad ones, and write synopses for the rest. Then we send those to...
So, you have close...
Oops, sorry.
Well, for starters, she's a very busy person. Whenever she visits the Yae Publishing House, she never stays for long. So, actually, we don't know a whole lot about her. Still, she seems very invested in Yae Publishing House. And on occasion, she'll share some of her promotional strategies with us. Take That's Life magazine, for example. When we first started running it, sales were very poor. The return was barely covered, but the fans weren't happy about the prospect of their favorite magazine being discontinued. They kept writing in, begging us to keep it going. So in the end, Lady Guji stepped in and drew up a new marketing plan. Next thing you know, sales are through the roof.
That's Life. Wait, isn't that... Nothing. It just reminded me of something unrelated. I didn't realize Yae Miko personally handled the marketing for Yae Publishing House. Yet more proof of her unparalleled skill in reading people's minds. Anyway, thank you very much. Is there anything more you can tell me about Guji Yae?
No, look, I'm not sure what your plan is here, but I caution you against trying to second-guess Lady Guji. Just my opinion, but she's the most mysterious person I've ever met.
You think she's mysterious too? I guess we can forget about getting any insights this way. Actually, you said that this batch of light novels was hand-picked by her, right? Maybe we could take a brief...
Sure. If you're interested, I recommend this book. I've been to other worlds, but I've never tasted defeat. The protagonist doesn't have any particularly exciting abilities, but never fails to defeat strong opponents. It's all thanks to their wealth of experience and cunning strategies.
Cunning strategies? In that sense, It sounds similar to her ex.
Oh, there's an iconic line in this book that people quite like. One who relinquishes nothing also gains nothing. If you want to win when you're at a disadvantage...
Thank you for... Well, one more string to our strategic bow. Although I didn't learn much about my enemy, I've still learned a lot from everyone. It's time to put these theories to the test. Let's go to Yaemiko's lair, the Grand Narukami Shrine.
We got this, Gorou. We're gonna get smoked, but like, hey, it's gonna be a fun time. All right, what just left?
So this is the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Hello there. You look like you have something weighing on your mind. Would you like to draw a fortune slip?
No, it's gonna jinx us.
The Grand Narukami Shrine's fortune slips have always been very accurate.
I've heard that the generals of the past used to employ all sorts of divination techniques to find out their fortune before a battle. I'm not in the habit of it, but since the opportunity's come up, I'd like to give it a try.
It's gonna say like imminent defeat.
Let's draw one together.
All right. Center left. Left upmost. Okay. Okay. I think I'd go for this one. So much pressure here.
Let's see what we've... Great fortune!
We got this, Gorou. We got this.
All right. So we have luck on our side.
Does anybody know, are they different or are they all the same?
We can definitely show her who's boss today. Let's go.
Oh god, I gave him false confidence. Oh, dude, he's gonna get smoked. Am I able to play this with somebody? Oh, sorry. I don't know who you are. We could have been friends in another time, but we're doing a quest and we're right at the end of it. I'm so sorry.
Any second now, we'll be face to face with her.
We're in this together. No, we're not.
Don't worry. All our hard work is definitely going to pay off. She can forget about teasing me this time.
She's gonna destroy you.
Oh? You arrived a little later than expected. Did you run into some trouble along the way?
I'm glad this is the last ending. We're ending it with Yaemiko, so that's dope. I feel like we got the endings in a good order, in my opinion. But
But of course.
Final battle.
That's why I'm here waiting for you.
So what if you knew we were coming? This time, we won't get caught off guard.
Dude.
We're here to...
Already lost. Already lost. Just crumbled. Look at him. Look at him.
Slow down. No need to rush. Let me guess. In the past, I used to have many believers coming to see me at the shrine every day, and most of them came for the same reason, especially those who came in pairs. 9 times out of 10, they were here seeking to know their future fate, hoping that it would be a lifetime together.
Aww.
If you're interested, I'd be quite happy to do a reading for you two.
Together for a lifetime?
Oh my god, Gorou. Dude, I buckled so quick.
Remember what Shuhei said? We mustn't pay too much attention to what she says. Otherwise, we may be fooled by her cunning words.
Now that I think about it, perhaps I never needed to recommend that store to you in the first place. You can just leave all your fur grooming to your little friend here. Imagine him holding your tail in one hand, combing it gently with the other.
Uh-oh, not good. My mind is already full of mental images.
Stop imaging that! Imaging that? Imagining that! Oh my god, now I'm flustered. Dude, Miko, dude, you can't beat her.
I'll have to resort to the method Miwa taught us.
By the way, there's really no point in trying to hide the way you feel. You might be able to remain stony-faced if you really try, but with your tail swishing behind you, it tells everything.
What?
Dude,
Then
we're losing
again,
here so
you know
bad.
what? Most people only pay attention to your tail, but those soft, pointy ears are really just as fascinating.
Is this me saying this? Why would I care? You're talking to Gorou.
There's only one method left. A cunning strategy that no one saw coming. This is going to hurt me almost as much as it hurts my opponent. But there's no other way. I think the real reason you know me so well is that you're just like me.
Jesus, Gorou. Just leave. Go home.
Just
You're
like
done.
me, you hug your tail when you go to sleep. And just like me, you daydream about someone else grooming your tail for you.
Oh, I think he wins.
I see. You decided to admit your feelings in an effort to bring me down with you. Not bad. I suppose this is a step forward for you. But I'm afraid I don't have a tail at all.
You have 5. Okay, you're an old lady.
No.
No, Gorou.
Retreat.
No, you were winning. You finally made some improvement.
Better to conserve resources
Keep
for
going.
the next confrontation. We're out of here.
Oh my god, Gorou. How did you win wars? You finally got some momentum for the first time ever in your life. You keep going. You don't fall back.
When I get back, I'm going to train harder than I've ever trained before.
Bye-bye now. Come again soon.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, let's be honest. Miko beat Kuki. If you ever played Kuki's Quest with seeing Kuki as a shrine maid in that picture, amazing. But I don't think we've ever seen someone other than Raiden beat Miko. So Gorou doesn't stand a chance at all, not even close. But it was a valiant effort. I mean, he got some momentum. He did better than I thought he was gonna do. But the second he got the momentum, he ran. He ran. What is it called? He tucked tail and ran. But it was a good quest. It was a good quest. I enjoyed it. I think they dropped the ball a little bit. Right? It would have been awesome if someone from his army was into him. Secret lovers. That would have been awesome. And it also would have been great if we could have dressed him up like a girl. But that wasn't the case. You know, sadly, Genshin, you were so close. But you just missed a couple things. Yeah, that would have been really nice. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Those are all the endings. How do you get all the endings? Although I don't think it matters. You kind of get these in the same order. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, let me know. Because I'll do more of these. There's a lot I haven't done. I know Cookies was really good, but I haven't done Lynette's. I feel like that one's going to be good. Kaev or Kave, this dude, I feel like if he is with Alhaitham, that could be, like, that, like, kind of interaction is awesome. So if Alhaitham is in a lot of his Hangout, that could be a really good one as well. Hazel, I don't know anything about him. I feel like that would be cool. A couple people that would be really cool. Sayu, I didn't finish, to be honest. I felt like Sayu's was kind of boring, but, like, Thomos would be kind of cool. Noelle's is so many. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, let me know. But that is it. Peace.